I want to talk a little bit about you, Fletch, because in the background,
he yelled at him, didn't I? Yelled at him.
You yelled at James a lot. He said Fletch is the best anchor in radio, hands down. And I don't think people perhaps understand. And I was just talking to someone out there in the radio game. It's like, yeah, what they don't understand, it's a little bit like we had Jack Tame talking about Hosking. They don't realise that the level of expertise it takes him to nail to the second what he's talking about and the little time breaks and working the tools. But the same has been said about you. And maybe you could speak to it, Vaughan, because you'd have a closer idea. Like, the ability to just platform the show and work the tool. I don't know the lingo.
It's insane. People in radio that I've talked to are like, does Fletch still panel? What panels like the pushing the buttons and fading the songs up and down and da-da-da. And I'm like, yeah. And they're just like, Jesus. It doesn't happen anymore. Like, no one...
It doesn't, does it?
Panels their own show. You know, a lot of people have panel ops. But then Fletch would hate that because he's a control freak, which is what makes him good at... But he also participates in the show at the level of someone who's not doing it because he's been doing it for so long. So yeah, it is. There's nobody. I'll say it. I'll go on record.
I'm not good at receiving compliments.
I'll go on record and say it. Look at me. Look at me while I say it. Look at me while I say it. Look at me in my eyes. You're the best at it.
Oh, thanks.
He is. Yeah, but you're right. There's no one else I don't think is as competent.
It is hard though because like there'll be times when like I think this week I said a stat and I didn't hear because I was sorting something else, some audio or Googling, and you said, I just said that. Because sometimes I'll listen back to a segment, I'll be like, I do not remember Vaughan saying that. Because
I listened to shows from like 3 weeks ago and I'm like, what? I don't remember saying that.
Okay, that must just be our age, maybe.
Yeah, maybe that's an age.
No, but yeah, you're just constantly thinking, so there's a lot happening, so yeah, it's not always perfect, but yeah, I couldn't not panel.
Oh, I
think a lot of people still panel, like Kyle and Jackie O, like Kyle panels.
Yeah.
Jace panels.
There was a time where
okay, look, no.
there was a year, I'd say a year period where Fletch we were doing a lot of, because that's another good thing about afternoons is you can broadcast from places and people have the time to come down. Like you could broadcast from a bar and say, oh, if we were doing like the parties where I met my wife, if you were going to a town to do something, you broadcast from there and be like, come down and grab some last minute tickets or whatever, come down and see blah 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 blah, do whatever. But when you're in afternoons, it means that all you've got is a mic and somebody else is taking care of it all at the station. And we had a period of a year where we were doing a lot of outside broadcasts and Fletch fucking tore through panel ops. Like, there was one guy and I was sitting there with my hands like horse blinkers just oh my God. And Fletch is like, you had 3 fucking songs, man! But this guy just kept making the same mistake because over and over and over.
The next gen system that we have, you press pause pending. So when you're going to talk after the song, it will stop. Whereas if that's not put on by you, the panel op, the song will just run into the next thing, which would be a trailer or ads. And yeah, he missed 2 breaks in a row. And then he missed the 3rd one. And I was like, and there were 3 fucking songs every time. And I just
and then it went quiet. And we're like, oi, are you there? Are you there? Ring the station. We're like, what's happened? We can't hear him. And they went in there like, he's gone. And it was just like, and they found him at the back and he was like, it was too much. It was too much. It was too much. And someone's like, what happened? I forgot to press the pause button. Oh, that's all right, mate. 3 times. Oh, no, that's not okay. Shouldn't have made that mistake 3 times.
3 strikes in one shift.
Wasn't that the same guy that went in for a job interview at another radio station and the boss said to him,
what do you think it would bring to the station? It was, I'm not going to say the guy's name, but it was Brad King at The Rock. I won't say the guy who was applying for the job, but Brad King told us this story because this was after the panel op incident. And he's like, you guys did this with this guy, eh? And we're like, yeah. And he's like, okay, you're going to fucking love this. Brad King would, you're going to fucking love this. And he came in for an interview and he said, oh, what do you think you would bring to the station? And the guy's like, fuck. Nah, fuck. And he got up and walked out. And he just left.
Tough question.
And they left. So he was the most basic question in the world.
Not cut out for the pressure cooker that is radio. I will say that now.
Oh, God, it's so good.
You had one job to press pause. Like, with a mouse. It's not hard.
Yeah, not for everyone.
Now, that next-gen system, though, that can catch people out, huh, Steve?
We did a episode with David Nika, the boxer.
Oh, yeah.
2-hour chat, amazing, in-depth, vulnerable. And I was working the tools
He's
for the first
looking,
time.
Eh?
Yeah,
good-looking guy.
Good-looking man.
Yeah, you'd hate to waste his
Are
time.
they all like that in Hamilton?
Yeah.
Good spot.
Ambassador.
Good spot, Fletch.
Ambassador.
This guy gets it.
Anyway, didn't record a single second of it.
Oh no!
Didn't record a
okay.
single second. I was gutted for about a week. I couldn't let it go. It was just,
He's actually never been back to the country since.
He's
True
out.
story.
so yeah, there is a skill. There is a skill to it.
I think we had that. Our first show, we recorded a few things and they didn't work, but we always run a backup now. So we've learned from that
Right.
mistake too. We've all made it.